Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome to an exciting topic on my Talking Heads version on USA Global TV and Radio. And we are going to be talking about the divine feminine. Hello viewers, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan and I am the Soul Voice Awakener. I am the creative heart awakened. What we're going to talk about today for this week's topic is about the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine? Now, we do understand we have the feminine and masculine as in gender, the feminine and masculine as in the energy. But now we're going to look at the actual divine feminine, the actual essence of her. In the ancient times, divine feminine would have been portrayed in the Egyptian times as the goddess Isis, and she was the goddess of love. And then we have the goddess of love in the Greek, which was Aphrodite. And then we have the Hindu, Shakti. So these were all ancient divine divas that represented the divine feminine. Mother Earth is a divine feminine being in herself. And what happens is when you awaken, what it means by the divine feminine is you awaken your sensuality, your interconnectedness with all life. A lot of people are considered to be empathic, where you're extra sensory, you're extra sensitive, and you can pick up certain lower vibrations. You know when someone comes into the room and they're carrying quite a low vibration, quite heavy density. And a lot of empaths are gifted where they can pick up that. And a lot of empaths, if they don't protect themselves, they almost can feel heavy themselves. So it's like a magnet. So that heavy density energy of a low vibration will then attach like a magnet to an empath. So if an empath does not protect him or herself, then this energy is going to go into their auric field, into their energy field. So the divine feminine is where, yes, they are empaths, but they're not empaths where it's almost like they protect themselves. Divine feminine protects themselves, and they are at one with everything. They are at one with creation. And divine feminine have a presence about them that is a higher awareness of a feeling. So not only are they like with the empath, but they're more positive because they're a compassionate empathic person, and it's all connected with Earth, with the universe, with all that is. The divine feminine is not at that place where they do judging, where they blame, where they condemn, where they gossip. The divine feminine emanates. Now, let's get this. The divine feminine is not necessarily in a female body. It's an energy. It's the divine feminine essence. So you can get a man that has highly intuitive, completely connected with his intuition. And that means he's connected with his divine feminine. He's extra sensitive. He's connected. Divine feminine do not actually go into the mind as much. It's more about their feeling, but they have the wisdom. Divine feminine has the wisdom, but they don't go so much. They're not so much in their ego, in their heads too much. They emanate from their heart space. They emanate from a place within a seat within the heart, a sacred heart that's within us. And everything is governed from the energy in their heart space that projects out into the world. And divine feminines are forgiving. Forgiveness is an essential key to a divine feminine. Sensuality, yes, I know. Men being sensual, yes, because it's an energy. It's not about being sexy and putting on your, it could be expression as in dance, but it's sensual. It's dancing with life. It's feeling the vibration and rhythm and flowing in a natural flow, to flow natural. It's not where you're thinking about how you have to do your movement. It's more connected to your intuition, connected to your essence, your feminine essence, and you express and you dance because you can feel the movement and you can even feel the flow, and it almost like it ripples throughout your body. Divine feminine, how can I say, emotional. A divine feminine that is, a lot of divine feminines can trigger a lot of people out there. Divine feminine is connected to a higher vibration. And a lot of people living and operating and functioning on a lower vibration will instantly attack the divine feminine energy, because the divine feminine energy is the soul. So let me take you back a little bit. Right. So we have been dominated throughout eons of time with the divine male energy, where it's about learning about certain knowledge and wisdom and the ego of the heart. And the divine feminine was always put down. In fact, the divine feminine, which is the soul energy, she, as in the energy, had to be almost put into a secret, like a secret casing. So if you imagine the heart being divine feminine, now this sacred heart had to be protected because it wasn't time. Had the divine feminine been present throughout all these years, and I'm not talking about the ancient of the Greek and the Egyptian, I'm talking after that. Had she, the divine feminine, the soul, been present throughout all that time, then this world would be a different place. The seventh golden age, which is the era of the soul, the way of we lead by our hearts, and by our hearts, it's not our humanity heart, it's not humanitarian heart. It's our higher consciousness. It's our higher heart. It's our sacred heart, which is connected to the soul, which is the divine feminine. And that's what a divine feminine coming from the soul language. So now we're in that era of the seventh golden age, which began 2012. And then it was the age of Aquarius, which began 2021. We are now, as humanity, in the seventh golden age, and it's the last golden age here for Gaia, for Mother Earth. From being human, we need to evolve to become creator beings, where the divine feminine is working harmoniously with the divine masculine. So it's the goddess energy, the nurturing, the creation, the birth, the renewal, the forgiving, because it's not the divine masculine that is the forgiveness. The forgiveness is in the sacred heart. It's the divine feminine. It's in the soul. The soul is forgiving. Our higher consciousness is our forgiving. We can easily say, oh, I forgive you for this and I forgive you for that. But if you are not in your heart space, if you are not with that true intention, if you are not emanating from your intuition of your soul, then it is the forgiveness of the divine masculine rather than the soul. And therefore, it's considered ego. And the universe and the angels and the ascended masters and the guardians know when you're emanating and saying, I forgive you this. Oh yeah, I'm really for this. Oh, I'm a peacemaker. I'm this. If you're not emanating from the goddess energy, our birthright, and you're emanating from the mind's heart, then you are not being in your own true authenticity of coming from being a divine feminine, in actually having that complete understanding, that complete higher compassion, higher understanding, and higher feeling of being connected, and actually bringing your true intention through. So many of us carry masks, many, and some don't even realize. But it is the goddess energy now that is the magnetizing. It is the magnet. It's actually what brings manifest. It manifests and it nourishes, and it's true forgiving. And people, when you emanate from that pure vibration, that of the divine feminine, you don't even need a lot of words. they just feel the truth. Their intuition, their inner selves feel that vibration. You don't need fancy words. You just have to be your true self. You just have to be who you are. And as time goes on now, from years, people that are going to be emanating from their divine, from their mind's heart, other people will pick it up straight away. So if you're going to do something, there's the saying of the old 3D matrix world. If you're going to do something, do it properly. Put 100% into it. Don't put 25% or 30% because you'll only get that. Now, being a divine feminine, there's many tests. And the many tests is being triggered. You are completely triggered. You are downtrodden. And the reason why is so that when you do come into connection with your divine feminine, you protect it, because you receive almost like a nail and another nail and another nail, because we are there to trigger. The divine feminine is actually there to trigger someone's shadow life. Someone who is in a mask, someone that is not true to themselves. The divine feminine is there to seek it out and bring it up to the surface. And that's why in my life, I found a lot of people that for no reason just turned on me. Thought that was just too weird. And it's almost, I masked my divine feminine so that I could become more what they wanted me to be, which was a mixture of all sorts, really. But when you wake up to your divine feminine, everything is heightened. Smell is heightened. You smell things in the air that is so flowery and beautiful. You see the inner beauty in everything. Even if someone is operating from a low vibration, you see the good in them. You see the light. You see the divine feminine in them. It may not be activated, and it may not be activated in this life, but by you being the divine feminine, and you awaken and send the healing to their inner divine feminine, it might not apply for this life, but it will definitely apply for the next journey that they go on to, or if they come back here, it's almost you are helping them through their shadow. You are helping them through the non-light. So the divine feminine is where you're absolutely connected to everything that's being created, whether it's from a negative or positive, or whether it's from love or fear. You see the beauty in all. But before you get to that point, once you've opened that divine feminine, you will find yourself, and I did it myself, you will find yourself, you have no patience. And it's almost, you do go into the judging, and you do think yourself higher than them. And that is a process you need to go through. You need to go through that, because you get this feeling of, wow, I'm just goddess. You really do. And then you start looking at other people, and you start to not have patience. You start to go, oh, I don't want to mix with those. And you end up almost putting people down, and that is wrong. And I had to learn this. And the universe said, that is not the role of being the divine feminine in your soul awakening. So that was something that was within me that I had to address And thank goodness that these people came in to mirror things that needed to be addressed, because I really did go on a high horse. And then I realized, how come nothing's working? How come I'm too far away from people? How come they're not? And then you have to have this unconditional, you have to have compassion, and the highest compassion in everything. Forgiveness is essential. And once you start forgiving, and once you start not trying to change people, even though you're connecting to their inner light, their inner love, their inner soul, consciously, they may not be aware of it, but subconsciously, you are helping them to awaken. And it is not up to you to be around at the time that they awaken, because great if it is, but if it isn't, you cannot force that. Once you start going on this process, 9 times out of 10, you're not actually there for when the person really is rebirthed. It's a lonely journey. It really is. But more divine feminines are awakening and being reactivated. And like I said, it's in either a male or a female. It is the soul language. It is the heart. It is being absolutely connected to everything and everyone, no matter how low vibration they are or higher vibration they are. It's just being in the now and just knowing that you are feeling your life through the now, connected to everything. But it gives you a buzz. It really does. The divine feminine needs to be, how can I say, expanding in a big way now, because there's so much fear mongering going on in this world, so much chaos. But we haven't to look at it, oh, that's it, it's doom and gloom, because it's not, because it's been there all the time. And right now it's really, the volume has been switched on big time. Big woofer speakers are projecting the vibration out like this, ricochets of energy going out like this. Purification, purity is connected to the divine feminine. It's the goddess energy. And we all are here to make the balance of a divine masculine and divine feminine. I mean, sometimes there's people out there that will attract what you call a twin flame, which is the divine feminine, the goddess, who works on herself, having the divine masculine and feminine being balanced. And then if it is agreed in their soul, they will attract the divine male, whatever gender. And the twin flame is there so that you become closer to your goddess energy, to your divinity. That's what the role is for twin flame. But that's going to be another conversation, another topic, because that's a huge topic. So that's what the divine feminine is. And more people have got to be awakened to that. The divine feminine she's soft, she's caring, she's nurturing, but she is strong and she's powerful, Amazonian. She has a strength and she can protect. She's not so weak. She has understanding, a higher understanding, and connected oneness. And most of all, she's connected to Gaia, the planetary being. Well, I was going to say that I did cover Devine. Myself and Dr. Jacqueline have covered a course on divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And you can find the course on usaglobaltv.com/education. And there you will find, I do believe it's course 5. It's after, I would actually suggest you do the course for how to transcend from the matrix, how to face your shadows, how to break free from the matrix and find your mission, find your path in life. And that is course 5, course 4, and then course 5, which I really do encourage everyone, well, those that resonate, because everybody is different, to try it out. Just try it out and see how it resonates. Because we are in the era of the soul. We are in the age of the soul. Soul contracts. Soul contracts. Soul voice, soul language, heart language. True goddess divinity. We are the divine feminine. I am the divine feminine awakening, and I bring to you the divine feminine, which at some point in our lives, the divine feminine wakes us all up. And it is magical. It's absolutely magical. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I've absolutely enjoyed speaking with you about the divine feminine awakening. We are goddesses. It's in us. And it will emanate a luminosity in the skin, in our health. We will magnetize and manifest from this. It's the only way that manifestation can work in the highest potential, is by being in our hearts, where there's no room for the ego, which is in our mind, too much in our mind, which stops the flow of manifestation. Thank you. I've really enjoyed this week. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I will see you for next week. Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. You've been hearing me on USA Global TV and Radio, the wonderful, expanding global mothership. And thank you to the Chief Operations, our captain, our leader, our pioneer, the beautiful Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.